Hello there everyone, Meteorologist Carly Smith is here. We are live, and this is what I mean when you know the saying, wait 5 minutes and the weather will change. That does not really apply this week, y'all. Check out these temperatures. We're staying pretty steady throughout the entire week and even into next week. So we are going to get started with this live update. Hey there everyone, it is Meteorologist Carly Smith. The time now is 10:08 and we are talking the forecast trends, the Halloween trend. It's still too early to give an exact Halloween forecast, but it's almost going to be on the 7 days. So I hope you're ready, y'all. Hey James, thanks for watching. So glad you could join. Here's a look again at that trend. If you like changing weather, if you like cooler weather, this is not a good video update for you. But in our Halloween weather impact, our forecast trends, there is still a low chance of rain. We are still trending warmer than average. That average high is 81 degrees, the average low 61. Breezy conditions out there expected, and we'll talk about why here in just a second. Actually, right now we're going to talk about why. So in our upper level weather pattern, what we have essentially is a zonal pattern, and what that means is there's not a big change in the jet stream. The jet stream is the blue colors at the top. The deeper those blues dig and make a downhill kind of U shape in the jet stream, which is known as a trough, the colder it's going to get and the better our opportunity of rain is going to be. High pressure is the reds. That is that dome that's setting up over Mexico, northern Mexico. Now, this isn't a complete zonal pattern for us in Texas. As we head into the weekend, we are going to get northwest flow, which is in turn going to bring in drier air, but that's more so in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So down at the surface, we're not going to necessarily feel that much drier, but what we are going to feel is, or notice, is more sunshine. And that in turn could have us hitting the 90s. Are you ready for that? So that's what we're looking at, but the zonal pattern, when the flow is pretty much directly from, well, this is going to be backwards, from the west to the east, essentially there's not a lot of hope for rain. There's no dips. You have to get the dips in the jet stream in order to get rain. And while we are on the edge of high pressure, that does mean we have an opportunity of rain, especially since while we have that northerly flow aloft, we are still going to have onshore flow bringing us enough moisture to maybe get a storm, a pop-up thunderstorm to try to set up, but nothing substantial is going to be in play in our forecast anytime soon. When we look ahead, so this is now starting to extend us past 7 days, into Tuesday and Wednesday, there is a chance, there's that there's that dip in the jet stream. That brings in the meridional flow, and that could lead to the unsettled weather, which could bring us a chance for a little bit of rain and breezy conditions. So cold fronts come with these dips in the jet stream. I will say this cold front does not look strong, does not even look like it might, or it might not even make it into South Texas, but we are going to be breezy. We could get a chance of rain because of that. Because see, it goes back north pretty quickly, and we kind of return to zonal flow pretty quickly after that. However, there's a chance of rain still on Halloween, so that forecast went out through Wednesday. Now we are looking at the current conditions and into Wednesday. Less cloud coverage. So the big change in the forecast today versus yesterday is that we have more cloud coverage out there. So our temperatures may stay a little bit cooler than yesterday. We still have onshore flow, which could bring us a pop-up shower or two, but rainfall totals are not going to add up to much, and they'll mostly just be right along the coastline. There are cold fronts passing over the eastern United States, but essentially these little pockets of high pressure, they're going to prevent them from really making it into South Texas. And so we're not going to see any big change. The only area that's going to see the chance for cooler weather is going to basically be the Northeast. Now, this is the front that comes with that trough I was talking about heading into next week. This one looking a little stronger, could be a little dry line action out ahead of the front. And then look what happens. Yeah, that's the rain opportunity that we could have heading into Halloween. The front stalling somewhere over central Texas. It does not look like we're going to get a big cool down here in South Texas, but could lead to a chance of rain. Now, how much rain is still a bit of a big question mark. I put around 1/10 of an inch possible. That is a very broad forecast at this point. 90s aren't out of the question, especially with the sunshine coming in, but at the same time, we could get a pop-up thunderstorm. And when I say pop-up thunderstorm, I mean like 1 or 2 maybe pop up, dump a little rain in one location, one city, and then they're done. So it is not widespread rain by any means heading into the weekend. Temperatures will likely be in the 90s with more sunshine. That's really the only change, is we're going to be cloudy today and sunnier into the weekend. Temperatures are going to remain hot. Wind is going to remain mostly out of the east or onshore, east to southeast. Overnight, we get a little bit of light and variable winds, could have some northerly winds, but during the afternoon, pretty steady. Here's our wind forecast. Steady right there around breezy conditions, anywhere between 4 and 17 miles per hour. Today is our lighter wind day. Enjoy it, especially since it's been so breezy over the weekend. Wave forecast is going to be 2 to 4 feet still today, but those wave heights will be lowering into Thursday and Friday, and so will our periods. So our rip current risk is going to go down into Friday and Saturday, but it does look like it might go up Sunday into Monday. So minor coastal flooding is still an issue. We're still seeing some higher than normal tides. They tend to follow the full moon. So we're starting to see the tides lower, so the high tide level is getting lower as we head into Thursday. That advisory is through at least Wednesday morning, so keep that in mind if you have plans to head out on the water. In the tropics, here's a look at Tropical Storm Oscar. That's really all we have going for us in the Atlantic. It is still impacting those northern Caribbean islands, Turks and Caicos, Bahamas, but it is moving back out to sea in the Atlantic, looking much less organized than it was yesterday. It is becoming a little bit extratropical, post-tropical, not as impressive, right? So now we saw Nadine cross over. Nadine is actually the energy from Nadine is actually what created Tropical Storm Christy there in the Pacific. Oscar reached Category 1, but is now a tropical storm and will continue to weaken. So here's a look at the latest current conditions from Oscar. 40-mile-per-hour winds, gusts 50 miles per hour, expected to weaken Wednesday into Thursday. So not much to anticipate. It's going to stay away from the continental United States. Locally, as I mentioned, we've got cloud coverage. We've got mostly those high thin cirrus clouds, but also some low-level clouds. You see those there on the bottom of your screen along the horizon. Some hit-and-miss low-level clouds out there as well. 79 degrees, feels like it's 82, so we have a little bit of a heat index out there. We'll feel that this afternoon. There's more humidity today than there was yesterday, by a few degrees on the dew point range. Futurecast is going to keep us cloudy, especially the southern half of the coastal bend. We are going to see more sunshine to the north, so that's why George West has been trending hotter than the rest of us lately. They're seeing more sunshine and cooler at night, because they're seeing clear skies. We're going to clear the skies out for most. A very low chance for a little bit of those low-level stratus clouds to develop and maybe some patchy fog into Wednesday morning. But overall, we're looking like we're going to see a lot more sunshine tomorrow than we've seen today. It will be hot on our Wednesday. We're talking highs back in the upper 80s. So I hope you're ready for that. Right now, this is the view. Just wanted to give you a look outside. It is 79 degrees, and your current marine forecast is winds out of the south, light winds, very light winds. That's so nice to see. Period 9 seconds out at the buoy. I bet there's a tiny bit more chop closer to shore, but actually today might be one of the better, cleaner surfing days out there. Waves are smaller though. So yeah, that's all I have. Good morning, Alfredo and Gracia, Gracilla. I hope I said that right. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith, and I am signing off for this live update. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you can tune in to KIII TV anytime on our app. You can go to kiiitv.com/app to download it and stay up to date with the latest weather and news. It's all there. It's not separate. It's all together. Have a wonderful or